the truth from it. I want you to listen more and talk less. Just listen to them oftentimes, what they talk. A good, intelligent man, the way you are, and you have to listen more. You will get the truth you are seeking. But if you talk, they talk, you will not listen to them. I see them coming. I'm not a prophet. People call me a prophet, but I'm not a prophet. But I see them coming because they are coming with the name, bro, let us now work together. We want to get the truth. We want to know whatever is going on. But they are coming with their own missions. They are coming with the name, they want to finish you. Just be so careful. Everybody as per now is a victim, is a suspect. Don't bring anybody closer to you. Because at the end of the day, you will blame yourself. You will be a loser in this. Because they know what they are looking for. Everybody is a suspect. How I wish you continue doing that. The way you are alone. Just like a lonely lion in the jungle. Unajua saa zingine lion huwa inatembea peke yake. True. Yeah. See where? Okay? Taken somewhere. Sijui from which bush. This is the picture. I hope you can see it clearly. Nataka uone mapua ya huyu mtu vile imerudi nyuma. Hii mapua ya huyu mtu imerudi nyuma hivi. Shoo. When you draw it down here on a structure, when drawing the nose down here, this kind of a nose, okay? Inakaa ni kama iko na ka 6 fulani hivi. Can you see? And it has a sharp edge. Up King Obima, please. This is my life. Unaapiwa wapi? Ngojea hapo tuna explainia watu wanasema wapiwe. Are you seeing this nose? The same thing here. It's a sharper kind of a nose. Kuja huku. Sawa. Can you see? Sijui kama mna notice? Up Obim. So that is how this nose looks like. Ni kama yani kuna inatengeleza to 6, something like this. So tushimo tuko huko nyuma, lakini hii kitu iko wapi? Imerudi hivi nyuma, unaona? Azikai zimerudi hivi nyuma kama hivi. Mtu mapua yake inakaa hivi. Kiangalia mapua yake inakaa hivi. Chinghonyo. Forget. Are you seeing? That is the first thing. Guys, I'm hanging again. Niko sawa? Haya, nikihang tena mnalipa wifi. Nani atalipa wifi? Niko na 2500. Wifi ni 5000. Nani atalipa wifi? Maybe ni wifi ndio shida. Nani ako na 2500 hapo? Are you seeing? That is the first thing we are going to check. The nose of this guy, and then we will go to Obina's show. And see this guy, his nose. Okay? His nose is not sharp. His nose is flat. This guy. This nose is much more flat. This other nose is sharp. It's protruding. It's coming. Unaona? Hizi mapua ni tofauti. That is the first thing. Can you see? Ni twins. Faith Mwikali, peleka ujinga wako na huko. Mtafanya hata niache hii kitu ya justice for Chira. Kama mko na ujinga kuimplicate watu wenye wahusiki na vitu za upumbavu na mauaji ya Chira, unakuja kutuletea hapa ujinga, spirit of confusion. Check. This nose is very different. Check the eyes. The eyes of this guy
Okay? The eyes of these guys. These eyes are very different from the eyes. Can you see? Huyu jamaa amenona mpaka hizi nini? Hizi zinaitwa airbags. Airbags. Unazoona venye macho zake zinakaa na macho za huyu jamaa venye zinakaa. These are two different persons. Very two different persons. Angalia forehead ya huyu jamaa. Angalia forehead ya huyu jamaa. Then hii kichwa ukichora, hii ni kichwa box. Unaona kichwa box. Wachana na features kitu kama kunyoa and something. Hii ni kichwa box. Hii ni ile tunaitaka kichwa box. Ukiangalia kichwa yao msee, hii kichwa ni more round. This is more round. Ama what we call sijui ovular ama ni nini. More round. It is not the same head. Ukiangalia masikio tofauti. Masikio jamaa mwingine angalia venye nakaa. Angalia masikio jamaa. Haya tuangalie masikio jamaa venye nakaa. Huyu ni kama mlamua. Akipigwa picha vibaya unaona ni kama ana masikio. Huyu akipigwa picha vibaya unaona ni kama ana masikio. Alafu anakaa ni Mchina. Alafu check the age of this person. This man is much more mature compared to this guy. Am I right? Am I right, guys? This is an older person. If you check, this is an older person. This is an older person. Check the chin as well. Unaona hii kidevu yake hii? Angalia kidevu ya huyu mzee. Alafu angalia kidevu ya huyu jamaa. Unaona ka kidevu kake venye kame protrude hapa ni kama kashapa. Lakini ukiangalia ya huyu mzee, imeangalia more down. So this is sijui nitaita triangle ama triangular face ama what. But ukiangalia they are two different people. Age ya huyu kijana na amehostiwa juzi. Kwani ni tarehe ngapi? Si ni a day ago. Amehostiwa juzi. He's a different person. Now, let me turn the camera as I explain. There is another theory that then if it is not this person from Oga Obina, then it is a person from whose show? From Kyoko hosted someone, sijui from the burial. Again I checked. Wakenya mnapenda uongo. Mnapenda kuacha watu waumie hata kama wahusiki. Mimi siwezi ekelea mtu kitu kama usiki. Now look at this one. This one is even much more further. Sijui mnaonaga nini. Ama kuna watu wanapenda kuona tu watu wakiumia for nothing. Angalia hapa. Does this guy even look something close to Does this person look anything closer to that other person? Does he? Hata ukiangalia Oga Obina, this guy is younger. This is a very young man compared to that old face. Uko hapo busy kutuambia ni huyu. Huyu nani? Stop lying to people. The theory that can come out of this picture. Let me show you. No, you don't again. Sasa hata K1lled gari yake klamiwa wase mnaipiga picha. Hata ni makatuni sana. K1lled, kijana, unasumbukana, wacha kufake maisha. Anyway, that is another distraction. Let me show you. Where is the picture? I had the picture now. Guys, imeenda wapi? One day unasemaje? How is the going? Are you good? One day. Okay? So I have looked these guys very closely. And trust me when I tell you closely, including changing the colors and textures and seeing yani formation of the skin. Hawa watu ni watu wawili tofauti kabisa. And again, these people have proven to be masters of destruction. Whenever you're getting close to something, they come out as masters of destruction. And I'm thinking, if I'm not wrong, why am I thinking this is another destruction? Guys would ask that this person is the one using Brian Chira's phone number. He's using the same name as Brian Chira, and ukituma M-Pesa inaleta the same ya Brian Chira, which of course Brian Wambui. Na huyu jamaa hata WhatsApp amechange, amesema working. Okay? You see? So I looked at this guy and I looked at this guy. At its search Biza ama Biaze in their account, you will see the Kali kuja hapa. Kali, come here. Send request. Ukinifanyia ujinga tutakosana sana. Kali, come here. Kali, come here. Please send a request. I want to check that one right now. Because the two images of the one hosted on Kyoko and one hosted on Oga Obina, they are not this person. They are not this person. Okay? Hii ni vako, hii ni uongo. This is a big fat lie. Now, I want to tell you why I believe whatever Chesoni is trying to do is to distract me. And that same group of which Peter Kioi said they were all there, the so-called, these famous TikTokers, they were all there. They are still the ones who have stolen this image and are using it so that and it has worked for somehow until I came to save Kenyans. Until I came again to save Kenyans. Kenyans, how many times will I have to save you? I am not your mercy. How many times will I have to save you again and again? Over the spirit of confusion, you are supposed to seek for the spirit of discernment between the truth and lies. How many times will I have to save you? Listen here. So that we can all agree to one thing. If this picture has Chira's number, can receive M-Pesa monies, and can go to WhatsApp open with the same name, then who gave them the number? As much as you're saying don't mention these names, don't mention that names, I'm with you. I don't want you to be with me. But
na mimi ndo niambie hivi na ele mimi nilikuwa nilikwambia
sasa hii wanataka hizo kindly banana iko tu up around, so in case you have any information kindly hizo simuona ni kama kuna mtu fulani alimo kuja.
Sikiza mimi musiwahi ni beba mavi ya Thegere. Peter Kioi na Chesoni musiwahi ni beba mavi ya Thegere. Kenyans, listen to this.
Tu hapa unaona, ukisema Chira alifanywa kitu fulani, maybe kuna mtu alimsukuma mahali, kuja tu hapa police station kindly. Right now we are going through, me I'm almost losing even my mind at the moment, because right now I have to wait. Sasa hiyo polisi ameenda huko na nilikuwa nataka tutoe Chira sasa kwa mochari nipeleka kwa mochari nyingine. Sasa imebidi huyo polisi amtoke hapa ameenda kwa barabara. I have to wait here for like in the next like 2 hours waiting for somebody. Ameenda kuangalia barabara ndo arudi hapa tena. You need to be fair mazee. We need to be fair. Chira ndo iko hapa Iko wapi? Pejileta hapa.
Listen carefully.
Come to the police station. Vile vijana wamejileta hapa. Sindo alikuwa na simu ya Chira. Wale walikuwa wanasema Chira kwa live. Simu yake sijui imefanya nini. Alitoa line. Simu iko wapi?
Alitoa line.
Iko hapa. Simu ya Chira ndio iko hapa Ndio hii kwa hapa. I guess bado iko on. Ndio iko hapa on. Ma apps alisema tu nilimwambia atoe kadi hiyo SIM card.
Nilimwambia atoe hiyo SIM card. Nani alimwambia atoe SIM card? Baba T. So kama huyu mzee ako na hiyo sim card, nani alimpatia? Kama ni ukweli hiyo image ndio inatumia, hata sio simu, sim card ya Chira, nani aliwapatia? Sikizeni.
Alisema tu nilimwambia toe kadi hiyo sim card ndio ziko hapa, message zote reversal ni nini,
nilimwambia tu atoe hiyo sim card. So there is no way this man from nowhere, we have never heard of him, we have not seen him before, appears to have changed the image of the M-Pesa of Brian Chira using the same line, even the WhatsApp. Guys, please wacheni kubeba Wakenya watoto man. Na utaona kuna nungu zingine, they are buying that story. You know, yesterday I sat down and I was like, I was trying to think the possibilities of this guy. Ndio ukwe na namba ya msee, ukwe mpaka na pin yake, uoperate sim card. It is either you are a couple, you have exchanged these details, or something is very amiss. Something is very amiss. So I realized again, just like those ladies who came in with the stories of blah blah blah, despite the fact that they had some facts, they had some points, by the way. Those ladies had some points, but again they were pushing out one person. The same thing Peter was doing. Peter Kioi was doing the same thing. When did I ever mention the money? The guy came, as long as you mambo ya pesa, na tuache kumention majina. Didn't you mention Muiti? Or Muiti is not a person anymore? Na Muiti alisetiwa from the first day. You remember Malisafi akisema nini? Wewe Muiti tumezoea kukufunika sana wewe. Tumezoea kukufunika. Endelea na hiyo mdomo yako. Muiti went shh. Then again kwa call ya Baba T with some lady, alisema Prince Muiti was on site. Again Kioi comes to confirm Prince Muiti was on site and probably is the murderer, or the person behind the murder in any case. So this one, it was a sacrificial lamb from the word go. It will not surprise me if I find Prince Muiti teeth missing, eyes gone, neck bleeding. Why? Because he was the next in the line, sacrificed from the word go, according to their videos, not our videos. So this person, huyu mzee, mukisema simu tatu, sisi we don't know about the 3 phones. We know about the iPhone that night paid Pombe 2,500. We know about the iPhone that was taken by a friend, which later on, according to Baba T, this cowboy, whom we do not know the name, and is a fake one, came with that white phone, which was an iPhone and was produced here. And again with the same phone, it is which Baba T said, nimewaambia watoe line. Messages ndio hizi hapa, nini hapa, hii simu haitakaa na polisi, itarudi na ukijana. That is the phone we are dealing with. Hiyo story ingine ya jaba, and then mkakuni. So, this sharp-nosed guy apparently has the phone number or the SIM card of Brian Chira. Who gave this guy the line? Because wakitoa, I don't think Baba T instructed itupwe na pin. So this line, nani alipatia huyu mtu? Hizo transactions zote zilikuwa zimefanyika hizo siku zote, anasema hapa transactions sijui nini fuliza. When did they happen? And apparently Chira was not breathing around 3 a.m. That is why I'm not buying Chesoni's story. I can't buy it. It doesn't add up. This is just a fix-up. And now you can see they are even pinning weaklings in society. If you hear the story of this man, of Oga Obina, the things he was asked to do, okay? The things he was asked to do and blah, 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 blah story. This guy has nothing. He's just another pauper trying to tell his story, how he has been living this kind of, very pathetic life. Now they want us to pick on him. Mbona unatumia simu ya Chira? Wewe ndio uliua Chira. So the thing here is not the SIM card. You have to understand. The thing here is not the SIM card. The thing here is despite us producing the only picture which was taken by Zelek Momanyi on the scene of murder, we are now supposed to change to focus on this new guy, whom we do not know, we have not seen on any scene. And as a result, this being an older guy, they want us to replace that with who? Another better version, which can easily be manipulated, threatened, and be ashamed because they do have nothing. But this is a very old man. You cannot tell us it is the same this young man. And this old man say, assuming he has that card in real time, indeed, who gave this man? Who gave him that line? And clearly here we are receiving instructions.
Zote reversal ni nini, ma emails ndio kwa jahazi card ndio ziko hapa, message zote adiko on ndio iko hapa on, ma apps tulia walimu alisema tu nilimwambia toe kadi hiyo sim card ndio ziko hapa, message zote walimu alisema tu nilimwambia toe kadi hiyo sim card.
Check the facial expression of this guy and check the facial expression of this guy. These are not the people. They were just told bring the phone. Utakam, minda kukava bro. Check.
Walimu alisema tu nilimwambia toe kadi hiyo sim card ndio ziko hapa, message zote reversal ni nini, ma emails ndio kwa jahazi, text yako zote ziko hapa, simu ndio iko hapa. So the police will not remain with this phone. Nimemwambia akae nayo sasa.
The instructions are very clear. Such things, whether people will want to mention you Babati or not, they are implicating you. Whether they will mention you or not, they are implicating you. We know of Chira's phone, which was an iPhone. You say he had 3 phones. Well and good. We do not know. In this scenario, hata mtu wa boda mwenyewe anasema, Chira alikuwa anasema amepoteza simu. Sio masimu, sio simu zangu, nimepoteza simu yangu, which was an iPhone and later was produced by this young man purporting to be who? Purporting to be who? To be one of the people who was on the table. Yet we are being told that none of them was there. So, huyu mzee mwenye mnatuambia ndio the killer, ama ndio the one having the SIM card ya Brian Chira. And you know why? Do you know why? This is after Zelek Momanyi messed up. How did Zelek Momanyi messed up? Messed up, not messed up. Let me show you. Mimi ya muta ni ganganya na yo ujinga mko nayo. Kama mnataka justice for Chira, do it your way, I will do it my way. Let me show you. Obi Dandela, are we together? Are we together? Let me show you something so that you can understand whatever I'm telling you. This is just a fix-up. You are fixing this old man for no good reason. Also, this guy from Obina, you are just fixing him up for no good reason. These are not the doers of what you are accusing them. If they were, I would be number one to investigate this case. Let me show you. Do you know the reason as to why this guy is being fixed? It's because of this image. Do you see here? So, apparently, this is supposed to be the thief who entered into the pocket of Brian Chira after he has done his job and took the phone. African She, I do not know of the hacking, So I can't say the phone was hacked. Hata ukihack simu, kwani umehack SIM card? Okay? So something disappeared here. And that is why now they want to change the same, the number is the same. Only what? Only, what do you call that? Only the picture. So with only a picture, an image, you want to convince me this person was on site, was able to get all these details, then produce the person. Let us know, because the movements, again, the phone will tell us where these people were. So all of that, that M-Pesa, oh, this guy, I'm not buying the story. It's fake. It's all nothing but fake. Why should we pin someone down who did not do the mistake? Why should we come here flaming? Hey, who is this person? No, hizo wakati tushapitwa nazo. Hiyo toto pelekeni Kanyari labda atanunua, sio mimi. I'm not buying that shit. That is the most pathetic lie you can bring on media. Okay, so first of all, let me just be very clear. Huyo mtu wa Opina and the picture you are being shown, two different people. That older man whose picture has been taken and is being now used on the M-Pesa of Brian Chira, is being used on WhatsApp like Brian Chira. It clearly shows this is just an indoor cooked game. Yeah, Muti looked guilty, by the way, that is true. The way Muti was arguing, he looked so much fucked up guilty. Yes, as he was responding to Peter Kioi, he looked guilty. I could feel his voice, the bitterness towards Peter Kioi. Najua mimi na Peter Kioi tunatukanaga, tunaitana mamboya, but there is no personal like that level at sasa namchukia kabisa. No, I will disagree with him. But sio kukua na chuki. But what? Sijawahi ona Muti akiwa amekasirika hivyo. Muti anajikasirishanga ya uongo. Anakuja na kama mtu anapewa magifts, kijana anafunga siku anaenda. But when he was responding to Peter Kioi, he was so bitter, like real bitter. I get. Then again, if you noticed, Chesoni was also trying to take Muti off the scene. Muti was being was being tried to be moved to Malindi and something of sort. But when we asked for the receipts, unaenda Malindi na ndege toa receipt. Unaenda Malindi na gari toa receipt, there was nothing. Okay, there was nothing, there was no records. Instead, it was Matusi. And now you can see that actually, who is this guy? Peter Kioi calling out Prince Muti. Tulikuwa hapa hizi siku fulani. In fact, they went even deeper, explaining of how sijui anaitana Dedekia. Are they called Dedekia? They were calling each other Dedekia. Sijui Dedekia means what, but it looks like a funny word. Dedekia. Thank you so much, Joyka. You understand? Madam, TWD at a blame game. Who am I blaming? Wandering soul, come here. Come here, tell me. Come here, tell me who am I blaming? Who has been blamed here? Guys, have I blamed anyone? Please. They dig here. Have I blamed anyone? Huh? Means dende. So these guys are afraid and they want to confuse me. I'm not blaming anyone. You said this is the picture you have, Zelek Momanyi, you and the police officer alone. And I was like, okay, no problem, you alone. Yes, let us analyze the picture. We find the picture that it is in total darkness. So this police came on the scene of crime where there is an accident without, turning on the lights of the vehicle, without turning any torch, any flickering light, nothing. It was in total darkness and you took a picture, which you had said that you did not see this person. You never looked because you took a picture. So is that a blame game? People, please, thick-minded. Let us wake up. I'm I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just using their videos. In their videos, in their pictures, images they are producing, not my production. You know, kama sasa hivi nimwambia tunaenda site, tuna recreate the moment as explained by Zalek Momanyi, as explained by Babati. When we are going into those moments, we are recreating their words. We are putting them to practicality. It is not like we are doing our thing. No, we are doing what they are saying. Sasa mimi nilikuwa natoka hapa hivi, kuna base fulani mimi upenda sana. Hiyo place nilikuwa naenda hivi chini. Then okay, so place yenye anatoka ni hii. This is where the gym is. Ndio yeye anateremka kuja kasimama hapa. Then akateremka kidogo akapatana na watu wa Ndudhi wamekaa hapa kando. Kuna mama wa mayai. Tunaweka mpaka mama wa mayai kwa scene. Ndio huyu anauza mayai. So huyu jamaa akakuja akakula mayai zake 2-3, ndio huyu akatoka. We were just analyzing what you've given us. I'm not blaming anyone. Who is King Obim? Who is Obim? King Obim. Okay, let me listen. Alafu mniambia ni mdrop. Mtaona sita mdrop. Hello?
Yes, how are you?
I'm good. You good?
Niko salama. First of all, I gonna say niko mafichoni, hiyo ni ya kwanza. Ya pili, I made a video for you that some people trolled me and they thought maybe you sent me to do that. Secondly, I'll say this. I want you to be just a lion the way you were from the beginning of this story. Watu waliona maybe you are self-centered, you had your own reasons, maybe uko na personal issues with some people. Walikuona kama mtu hujui whatever you are doing. Mwana weru, I want to tell you this. Now the game is on, and I will advise you to go even at home, wakupe likondi and something ukule as to celebrate, because the real drill is here. I want you to listen so keenly to this young man. Easy mfurugano unaona and whatever is going round, you are going to get the truth from it. I want you to listen more and talk less. Just listen to them oftentimes, what they talk. A good intelligent man the way you are, and you have to listen more. You will get the truth you are seeking. But if you talk, they talk, you will not listen to them. I see them coming. I'm not a prophet. People call me a prophet, but I'm not a prophet. But I see them coming. Because they are coming with the name, bro, let us now work together. We want to get the truth. We want to know whatever is going on. But they are coming with their own missions. They are coming with the name, they want to finish you. Just be so careful. Everybody as per now is a victim, is a suspect. Don't bring anybody closer to you. Because at the end of the day, you will blame yourself. You will be a loser in this. Because they know what they are looking for. Everybody is a suspect. How I wish you continue doing that the way you are alone. Just like a lonely lion in the jungle. Unajua saa zingine lion huwa inatembea peke yake.
True.
Yeah. Watakuja. But just like I said, I'm a loyal man like you. I will tell you, piga simu nyumbani wakupatie likondi, you look for kinywaji somewhere, you sit there as you watch them closely. They are going to tell you the truth. These guys knows the truth, but now it's killing them. And that young boy's spirit is talking through them. If you listen, it's clear. But I don't want to say. Let us now talk about something is out of this topic.
Okay.
I remember sometimes back I came here and I told you that maybe uko unanijua vizuri. I came and I told you that after the burial of that man, that boy, there are so many things that happened.
Yep.
Number one, there was different groups in that burial that it was so clear to us as young men There's a different groups. Number one, there was a group of, I know if I mention this, if you're a good man the way you are, you will understand. There was a group of someone who was telling us, come and join us. The land of God is we're going to give you everything. Whatever happens, we will be with you.
Yes.
There is another one that we will be with you. It's clear, that one you can see. There's so many things. And after the burial, you can see whatever is happening around them.
Exactly.
Okay? Now, there is a group of people on this platform, bro, that if they see you having a group and controlling a crowd somewhere, they will come. They're going to give you some proposal or some things that if you're a shallow mind, you will follow them.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you don't agree with whatever they want you to do, now this is what they are going to do. They are going to expose you in a very funny way. I want you to look clearly or so keenly to whatever my namesake is going through.
Yeah.
That guy might have been doing something funny, and then maybe he reached somewhere and he was like, no, this is a mess. And he's trying to do away with it. And they have tried to do a certain video of you guys accusing him, this is you, this is you. They might be photoshopping something just to expose him in some way. That's what I think. That if you don't join them, now they'll do something funny for you until you be like, hapana, nimekubali sasa. That doesn't make sense, but that is how I see it.
Yeah.
So bro, kaa peke yako. Usikubali mtu asonge karibu na wewe. Wanakuja. They are coming.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for the heads up, Mazeo. Be blessed. Anaitwa King Obim. Let me follow this guy. And ako eloquent in English. I like that. I like when people are eloquent.